UK surveillance. Top 3 concerns. Explored in 2024. Hey there, amazing viewers. Ready to dive into the world of surveillance and spy cams? Today, we're exploring what some call the UK's surveillance state, packed with twists, turns, and policies that sound like a sci-fi movie script. But don't worry. Whether you're watching this with your morning tea or a late-night snack, we'll keep things light, informative, and fun. If you enjoy this, make sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Act 1. The Super's Charter, aka Big Brother's Blueprint. Let's set the scene. It's 2016. Game of Thrones is everywhere. Brexit debates are raging, and the UK Parliament introduces a new piece of legislation called the Investigatory Powers Act. On the street, known as the Snoopers Charter. Sounds like something straight out of a James Bond movie, right? So what's in this Snoopers Charter anyway? Picture this. The UK's intelligence agencies are granted superpowers to collect and store data, like emails and browsing history, all for national security. The goal is safety, but with that level of access, people began raising eyebrows. Critics argue it goes too far, granting government agencies excessive freedom to peer into private lives. Imagine if your search history for cat memes or how to bake a cake was getting logged somewhere for national security. Suddenly, your innocent internet browsing feels a bit exposed, doesn't it? Here's the kicker. While these policies focus on safety, some question whether they have enough checks and balances. Just because someone has a magnifying glass doesn't mean they'll only look at the bad guys. Let's break it down. Every text, email, call log, website visit, all that data can be recorded and potentially stored for years. Critics argue that rather than focusing on suspects, this casts a net over everyone, hoping to catch anything suspicious. Or, a bit of gossip. Just kidding. Act 2. Smile for the camera. Facial recognition takes the stage. Next up, facial recognition technology. It sounded pretty cool, right? In movies, it's glitzy. Characters enter a room, and the system scans their face to know who they are. In reality, things are a bit different. The Metropolitan Police in London has begun using this technology in public spaces to spot criminals in crowds. But here's where it gets tricky. Critics are concerned the technology isn't foolproof and has misidentified people, sometimes due to biases within the tech itself. What happens when a system designed to spot bad guys accidentally flags the wrong person? Imagine strolling down the street, sipping a latte, and suddenly the cameras check if you're on a wanted list. But if there's a mistake, you could end up answering questions you weren't expecting. Not quite the casual walk you signed up for, huh? But wait, it gets better. The use of facial recognition isn't just limited to serious crimes. Some worry this surveillance could expand to monitor all kinds of public behaviors, creating an environment where people feel watched constantly. And as anyone who's had a nosy neighbor knows, feeling watched can make you second-guess everything. Are those dance moves you busted out at the bus stop still a crime against dancing if no one saw it? Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. Act 3. Non-crime hate incidents. Wait. Is this a thought police situation? Now we're in Black Mirror territory. In the UK, there's a policy we're recording non-crime hate incidents. That's right, non-criminal, but still worth logging. Let's break this down because it's as confusing as it sounds. This means that even if something doesn't break the law, if it's considered hateful or offensive, it might still get recorded. Critics argue This is like taking notes on everyone's thought crimes. Supporters, though, claim it helps identify potential issues before they escalate. Imagine you make a joke that didn't land right. We've all been there. And next thing you know, it's documented as a non-crime hate incident. Harmless? Maybe. But knowing even missteps in humor or personal views could get logged can be chilling. And when people realize their opinions might get noted officially, it can lead to self-censorship becoming the norm. The big question, is it worth it? The big question, are these surveillance measures necessary, or do they cross the line? National security is essential, and in today's world, governments need tools to prevent major threats. But the challenge is balancing public safety and personal freedom. Whenever the government says it wants to protect your freedoms, that's when you might want to raise an eyebrow. Freedom over security often means a life of self-determination without constant oversight. UK citizens increasingly feel they'd rather enjoy true freedom than live in what feels like an open prison, without walls or bars, but under constant watch. Some think the UK's policies are edging closer to China's, where surveillance and public control are highly centralized. Now, while the UK isn't there yet, the trend is enough to make citizens question where the line will be drawn. And let's remember, technology and laws are always evolving. Surveillance policies today may look very different tomorrow. It's up to citizens, leaders, and tech innovators to keep the conversation going, ensuring privacy and freedom aren't compromised for safety. The bottom line, or should we say the fine print, whether you're here because you love a mystery, are curious about surveillance, or want to stay informed, there's a takeaway for everyone. The debate around privacy versus safety is ongoing, and each of us plays a part by staying informed, asking questions, and holding leaders accountable. Democracy thrives when people are aware and engaged. Your thoughts? Now it's time to hear from you. What do you think of these surveillance measures? Are they just keeping us safe, or do they feel a little too close for comfort? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation going. And if you found this dive into Spyland interesting, hit like, subscribe for more content like this, and click the bell to stay in the loop. Thanks for joining this exploration of all things hidden and seen. And remember, stay curious, stay informed, and keep those dance moves free-spirited, just in case the cameras are watching. See you in the next video.